Welcome back, and now tune into the other side of sports. I'm your host, Laws, in the building. It's myself. Of course, I got my man Aaron. We in the building rocking out. We here for one reason and one reason only, dog. We going through the schedule. It's time to talk about the Washington Commanders and what they gonna do this year. Word on the street, Antonio Gandy Golden, he retiring, huh, Aaron? What happened to him?
He had enough.
He saw the debacle of the team and was like, I can't do it.
You know, you show up, you see the landscape of what's going on. It's probably more than saying he like, here we go. I can't do this again. I can't do this again. And you know, Logan Thomas is coming off of that ACL. They have him adding weight, moving the tight end. So a lot of the brunt for the failure is just going to happen at that position is going to probably fall on this Babbitt's shoulders. And he just mentally, he don't want it.
They got him blocking, doing all the stuff he don't want to do.
Yeah, he
like, and you know how coaches and football teams do. If you do something that they feel like you have a deficiency in, then they try to make you overdo the jump. Like you gotta block, you gotta get up under his pads, and you can. So
you know how receivers are in the brain. They want to get the rock. They want to run around in open space.
You the third.
They
don't
want contact. Yeah, so it's like he like, man, I ain't signed up for this.
Yeah, no. So he retired. We gonna get into the schedule. Schedule this year, I think we got like one of the easier schedules this year, Aaron. That's what they say. We gonna give y'all the formula what the Washington Commanders need to do in order to have a successful season. I would even go as far as making it to the Super Bowl. I know that sounds crazy, but just hear me out. If they do what they supposed to do, we got an upgraded quarterback. We got some weapons on offense. Our defense has some pieces. If it can come together, you know, you got Warren Sapp working with the line. If they can eat in the backfield like he talking, we can have a pretty good season, Aaron.
I'm just letting you know, if I'm watching the video on YouTube, listening on the podcast, and I hear Bama say Washington, how they can get to the Super Bowl, I'm hitting end right now. Leave, hitting the X, I'm out of here.
Aaron, there's no chance.
0% chance.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I give it about the same chances of like I gave the Brittany Griner coming home situation, though.
And she coming home this week.
I didn't think they was gonna give up the merchant of death, dog. A Bama who got bodies upon bodies, dog. But here we are. That's how I feel about the season. It's one of them situations where if they end up there, it's like, I don't know how we got here, but we here. But it all starts though, Aaron. Week 1. Jacksonville Jaguars. They got a new coach coming, Doug Peterson. Coach Carson Wentz before is a real legitimate football coach, not this hack job of a coach, which was last year for the Jags. He out here trying to get youngins, wilding, got the locker room doing all types of foolishness. All that's done. You got a new head coach. You got Trevor Lawrence with some real tutelage behind him now. Do the Washington Commanders get week 1?
They have to. They have to. If you're talking about them potentially making the playoffs, beating the Jaguars is mandatory.
I'm right there with you. They got to beat the Jaguars. And I believe they will beat the Jaguars. 1-0. Week 2, you got the Detroit Lions. Second-year coach. Was it Dan Quinn, their coach? First coach.
Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Yeah, that Bama. Dan Campbell, Jared Goff. They made some acquisitions. They actually got the Jaguars wide receiver on their roster now.
DJ Chark.
Chark. But again, this is a winnable game. And I feel like you the command.
Mandatory. You cannot lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars if you're talking about making the playoffs. Your head coach going into, what's this, his 4th year? third,
Yeah,
fourth.
you're right. You're right.
At the
No
point that
excuse.
you are at the organization and with the leadership that's in place, you can't lose that game.
Mandatory. I bet. Now on to week 3, Philadelphia Eagles. You got Jalen Hurts. You got that offense. I mean, Commanders, this is the first divisional game of the year. Got to come out and get a W here. If you 2-0 through 2 weeks, momentum carrying the week 3 versus the Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, can they get a W? Can they go to 3-0? Can they start the season 3-0, Aaron?
I think it's a winnable game.
What has to happen for them to win this?
Carson Wentz can't go in there trying to prove to Philly or Jalen Hurts or anybody else that they picked the wrong guy or gave up on him too soon. He got to play within himself. Just be better than what's your boy? MAGA man's name.
Taylor Heineke?
Just be better than Taylor Heineke was last year. That's all you have to do. That's the bar for being a better team than you were last year. Winning 3 more games and making the playoffs.
Got to get 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Straight like that. Jalen Hurts got to cause him to turn the football over at least once or twice.
Yeah, the D-line has to show up. You got too many investments in that defensive line to go out there and end up with 1 or 2 sacks and a handful of pressures. They got to go out there and start terrorizing.
Yeah, that's a fact. You get the W versus the Eagles. You 3-0. Then you come and you see the Dallas Cowboys week 4. Now, Dallas ain't the same, dog. It ain't the same Dallas. They lost Amari Cooper. There was questions around their coach. Would he still be here? Can the Washington Commanders get this game too?
I don't think they get this game.
That's too much for them.
I just think Dallas is a better team. Like, I know when you look on paper and look at all the players that Washington has, you think, oh, it's about the same. It's kind of a split. But the way that they're being coached, just the aura of the team, they're just not there yet. The defense has to vastly improve from what they were last year. And I've yet to see anything, whether it be a change of philosophy, change in coordinator, change in anything, that would lead me to believe something's going to be different this year. And I don't think they have to be great to beat the Jaguars or to beat Detroit. I don't even think they have to be great to beat the Eagles. So coming into this game, do you think they can play average offense, average defense, and still get a win? I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I think this is a game you got to have everything clicking on all cylinders. And who knows, if you get the first 3 W's like you're supposed to, they probably could have a chance at winning it, right?
It's a winnable game. I'm not saying that Dallas is a world. It's not like when they get ready to play Green Bay or some of these other teams where they have 0 chance. It's a winnable game. But I say 60-40 leaning Dallas.
Yeah.
Whereas the other games, I think they 70% Washington for the first 2 and then 50-50 on the Eagles game.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I got it as an L in the book. Week 5, Tennessee Titans.
0% chance.
0?
0.
So Derrick Henry just gonna have a field day.
Not necessarily. He didn't even have to.
Who gonna beat us? Not Tannehill.
So they're gonna put what, 8 Bammers in the box to stop Derrick Henry? Single high safety with the guys they got out there?
Tannehill ain't nobody to be scared of, bro.
He got like the highest QBR in the league the last like 2.5 years.
I think this is a winnable game.
Wow.
But I'm gonna side with you. I'm gonna side with
you ain't putting the bread on there. Not the bread sticks.
I ain't putting
your golf clubs.
Ain't putting none of that on there. It's a L. Cause we're gonna get it right back with this one. Chicago Bears. Gotta turn Justin Fields over at least a couple times. By this time, I think Chase Young will be back. He'll probably be cooking full form. Gotta get a W. So right now, you 4-2. Then you got 0% chance.
4-3.
Yeah, 4-3. I know there's some people out there like.
No, I was just gonna say, in the way this team and the media works, if they go from being 4-1 to 4-3. This is when those kind of momentum shifts and the woe is me DC fan loser mentality kicks in. And this is where you get to see what the leadership of the team is going to be like, what the head coaching is like, the coordinators, because you're going to have to salvage at this point, you're salvaging the rest of your season because guys will tank it up. Like, oh, they was in a place where they were 4-1. Now they losing again, same old Washington. And then the second half of the season just be trash.
Yeah, this is a pivotal game versus Green Bay team. Because you're right. If things are not going well and you get Green Bay, go ahead.
Especially if it's a mud hole.
Log off the computer, yeah. Your time done. You remember we used to go to the library and you be on the computer and then the jump just pop up on the screen to be like, time done, dog. If they lose, it's gonna be over. But you're right. You have to weather through that. The ups and downs of a long season, dog. It's just par for the course. But if they lose if they mess around and lose one of these winnable games, like to the Chicago Bears or something, this could be bad. Then you got the Green Bay Packers. We logged that in as an L. Then you come back and it's Carson Wentz versus former team, the Colts. You don't think he got a chance to win this? He ain't gonna get back. He got to be on get back.
The Colts are like that, dog. The Colts are like that on both sides of the ball. So
they bringing in Matt Ryan. He a stat pattern. He was the Kirk Cousins stat pattern before Kirk Cousins.
Originator.
The original stat pattern.
But I think they just have the defense is good. The running back is like that. Even though the Bama name ain't big as it probably is going to end up being. Dog, they're going to get a W against Washington. Easy peasy.
So
and
now
it's turmoil in DC on the airwaves. I'm laughing and taunting Bama's people getting mad, going OC and
we already
on YouTube comments.
So you start out 3, you get the first 3, you lose 2 back-to-back, you win 4, you 4-2, you lose again, you 4-3, you lose again, you 4-4. Oh yeah. You get here and you 4-4, Aaron. You at 500. The chit chatter start then.
You need a bye week right now.
But instead, you know who you get?
Your boy.
Kirk Cousins comes into town. And, you're hearing all these reports about their team, like trying to put the pre-apologizing out there about Kirk Cousins' performance. Because the Bama is just a stat pattern, dog. He play well. He gets you numbers. Great for fantasy. But he not a winner, though. He not a leader for real.
He gonna be a winner this week.
Oh.
No!
So they go to 4-5, Aaron?
Trying to tell you.
I got him winning this one, dog. I got him beating it. They cannot lose to the Vikings, bro.
The Vikings saying they can't lose to Washington.
It's a new head coach in Minnesota.
His coordinator from here.
Kevin O'Connell. Oh, yeah. He know the weaknesses, too. Yeah. You can't lose this, Washington. You got to beat
the guy
Kirk Cousins.
I thought Washington was going to hire as their head coach. But they botched that one as well. I think he's going to end up being a decent head coach. And you're going to find out this week.
And you got him at 4-5 right now.
4-5. And
I got him 5-4. Then they come back and play the Philadelphia Eagles again. Week 10. Now, I'm one of those people who believe that they'll split. They'll either win the first one and lose the second one, or lose the first one and win the second one. Or whatever.
And since we gave them the first one, I think they got to take an L here.
Yeah, so they definitely going to take the L here. According to you, they 4-6 now.
That sounds like Washington, right?
It sounds like Washington. Now we're looking for the vacation spots because Bama's almost tapped all the way out. But I think their hope will be alive. They come back and beat the Texans.
Yeah, easy W. So
this is the easy W, and this puts them back in the conversation. and all is not lost. Then you come back, you face the Falcons. And this is where, the late Ron Rivera, late season surge come in, where they start winning these games towards the end or the back half of the season. And then the drummings of playoffs start to kick back up. Because now, if they win the Minnesota jump, they will be 5-4. So they'll be 7-5. Then you got the Giants. They got a Giants. I think they beat the Giants too. Giants is a winnable game. They get the 8. Then they see the Giants again in week 15 after the bye week. Is this a split situation?
No, I don't think the Giants are going to be very good. I think Daniel Jones is trash. So I think they get both wins against the Giants.
We aligned on that one. They get the both W's versus the Giants. Sorry, G-Man. Sorry, my man D Young. I know. Y'all going to be some trash. They're going to finish them. Then they got the Browns. Week 17. Deshaun definitely going to be back. He going to get the cool 8-game suspension. You would have liked to see the Browns like between weeks 1 and 5. Hopefully, Washington Commanders can get a W here, though.
Yeah, they're going to get thrashed. Don't even worry about it. If Deshaun's playing, they getting washed.
Washed? They getting washed if Deshaun's playing. That's a fact. Only hope we can have is Brissett, Jacoby out that jump. It ain't Deshaun. Anything can happen this many games into the season. Hopefully that Bama hurt on the sideline somewhere. Then week 18, you got the Dallas Cowboys again.
Another L.
Another L, Aaron? I think, yeah, they lose. They lose. I got the Washington Commanders at 10-7. They get weeks 1 through 3. They beat the Bears. They beat the Colts on get back. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Texans Falcons. They beat the Giants. And then they beat the Browns. Now, some of them L's, the L versus the Giants, I just think like it just, divisional game. Packers is L automatic. Cowboys is L1. I think they lose twice to the Cowboys. If they do what they supposed to do, they could get to 10-7. That's granted. They don't botch one of these games. They should win. But if they lose that first game and they don't do what they supposed to do, and they hit some of these bumps in the road,
so 8-9.
8-9.
That's not bad.
8-9. It is if you got playoff aspirations. It is.
Who does? That'll get Ron his last year without getting fired.
Somebody got.
He got to be putrid for him to go 8-9. He gonna bring back the same team and everything. Both coordinators. No changes made.
He got to be fired if he go 8-9. Aaron. That's under
ready.
500. You picking 10 through 15 with that record.
Ain't that what y'all picked last year?
Let us know in the comments what you think the Washington Commanders is going to do this year. What the record you think they're going to have. What games they going to win on the schedule. What games they going to lose. Let us know. Follow us at OSS 980 Other Side of Sports. It's your boy Laws. Aaron signing out. Peace.